Hello, Planeswalkers. Welcome to One Pack Magic, where we open one pack of Magic cards. And we are at the edge of the weekend, or edge of the week, or whatever. Anyway, we're at the edge of eternity. Or edge and Christian, whatever, you know. Yeah, I know, that's a different card game. Anyway, let's go to space. Let's find out if we find anything spacey. Well, we got a human soldier. And it ran away. Okay. It's on the other side. Oh, lander. Okay. That's that thing. Alright. Starting off with trying to get this thing to cooperate. Come on. Let him walk that. Well, close enough. Okay. Lux Knight Breacher. It is 300 weight. Human Knight. 2/2. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature and or artifact you control. So you'd be big and beefy in late game. Biosynthetic Burst. 1 green instant. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, and indestructible until end of turn. Untap it. And all that for 2 mana. Whew. There you go. There's a nice little Selesnya 1-pack combo there. So, Melded Moxite. It is used for Moxie. 1 in a red artifact. When this artifact enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. 3, sack, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. And you can name him Bobby. I don't know. Or not. Robbie. Robbie the robot. There we go. Comet Crawler. 2 in a black insect horror. 2/3 with lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, this creature goes +2/+0 until end of turn. So he's a 4/3 with lifelink. Hooray! Sinister Cryologist. What is a cryologist anyway? I know cryo is freezing, so is a freezologist? He handles ice, I guess. 2 in a blue jellyfish wizard. 2/3. When this creature enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-0 until end of turn. I would have done gives a stun counter, but okay. Warp for blue. Warp speed. I was gonna say warp speed, Master Sulu. Wait, the Sulu? Or was it Chekhov that handled that? I think it was both of them. Anyway, I don't watch Star Trek as much as I should, which I should because they got a new set coming out. You may cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. Exile this creature at the beginning of the next end step. Then you may cast it from exile on a later turn. Yes, even that turn. Temporal Intervention. 2 in a black sorcery. Void. The spell costs 2 less to cast if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. So, warp the Cryologist and then boom. You got a cheap black spell. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. And you could, I'd say point and laugh at them, but that's kind of poor sportsmanship. So don't do that. Do not point and laugh. Galactic Wayfarer, 2 green human soldier, 3/3. When this creature enters, create a lender token. Like this one. It's an artifact with 2 tap, sack, search the library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Emergency Eject. 2 in a white, instant. Destroy target long-land permanent. Its controller creates a lender token. Simple enough. Monoist Sentry. The single black artifact robot, which looks very familiar. In space, no one can hear you tap. So, it's a 4/1 with Defender, but which means it can't attack, it only blocks, but it's for attack, so I can take out just about anything. Unless you decided to have some fun and slap the biosynthetic burst on it. So, it's a 5-2 with defender, reach, trample, and indestructible. So, stick around for another round. That would be fun. Anyway. Vanguard Trooper. Not to be confused with VR Trooper, which is a Power Ranger spinoff that didn't last long. But, it was interesting. It was an interesting concept. It was like, it took place in cyberspace instead of the real world. Which, unlike now, where all fights take place in cyberspace instead of the real world. Anyway, 4 in a red Kavu Soldier. 5/5 at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Well, if you only got 1 card in hand, that might work. But anything more than 2 is kind of a waste. Steel Swarm Operator. 1 in a blue artifact robot soldier. 1/1 with flying. Tap, add blue, spin this mana only to cast an artifact spell. Tap, add 2 blue, spin this mana only to activate abilities on artifact sources. I don't have any yet. I'm sure. Oh, well, we know that. There you go. Okay. Let's get through this first, and then we'll go to that. Starwinder, 5 blue Leviathan, 7/7. It's a 7/7 for 7. That is nice. Not, 6/6 for 6, but it's pretty good. It's a next level. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Ooh. Warp for 2 blue. Now we got this fancy, look at this. That is fancy mythic. Uthros Titanic God Core. It's a planet. The whole goddamn planet. This land enters tapped. Tap, add 1 blue. It's also a station. So, get it up to 12. Pay blue, tap, add blue for each artifact you control. Well, I know a few characters who are going to have fun with that. Joyra, for one. The Immortal. And we get a mountain. It's Mustafar. We got Mustafar. There we go. He said he didn't think Star Wars was going to make it. All right. MVP. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you get this. There's no going back. This is the MVP of the set. Honorable mention goes to the Starwinder, only because it's really fucking cool. I mean, whenever a creature you control deals damage, not just him, any of them. So yeah, it's an honorable mention, but Uthros Titanic God Core. That was my nickname in college. Not really. I didn't have a nickname. I probably did have a nickname in college, but no one called me that nickname. In any case, that is Edge of Eternity. As we go into Eternity, or at least the next work week. In any case, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a magical day.